TNC versus Liquid. Both of these teams, I mean, what can we expect? TNC, they've come in with a lot of big surprises in sort of the group stage in terms of how they've been able to just break down teams.
And like Panel mentioned, you know, the Tidehunter laning versus the Wraith King, it's pretty good. You know, he's going to be able to go for those anchor smashes onto the skeletons. And look, that's what we were talking about.
There's bottom lane. You said they needed to get out of there. They didn't.
I feel like they should have actually
around. And
looks like they're actually going to bring the Chen bottom instead of moving the Troll Warlord, so it's still just trying to secure that Miracle's down here instead. So the arrow and the creep. Cuckoo, he's got Firefly, gonna get slowed up here.
Should be... I'll say that the Mud Golem stun's coming in, causing some issues. He'll pop the stick charge, snowball across from GHH. He's trying to kill, but he's burning. The Firefly's killing him, bringing him low. Tim's jumps in, he'll be able to finish it off. Cuckoo's fine. And TNC getting a third kill down on the bottom lane. It's 5 minutes in there at a 2K lead.
But to remove the sticky stacks from Miracle. So if Miracle is getting gone on, he can use that little dispel on his teammate to help him out.
Back towards mid, he's coming a little deep,
really
a little aggressive. What's he doing in the trees? He's gonna be straight up dead, surely, yes? Yeah, there's no escape for Wii.
The Templar Assassin and the Troll Warlord, I mean, they're still doing okay, but who's going to make the move around the map?
Wow, and which hero do you get aggressive on? Mid lane, another combo's laid out, and it's another kill for TNC, just finding any opportunity.
Because looking like free moves for them. They're just making it look pretty simple with their rotations.
And I don't know how Liquid can make a move at this moment, because not only, as you say, it's hard for their heroes, it's also hard to do it on the heroes of TNC. They got a mid lane Kunkka. He's very tanky. If he gets a poke down, now they're trying, but a good disruption. Saves him from the initial combo. Tim's is coming in with the wraparound armor. He's trying to run himself away, looking to get to the high ground. He's still alive. They're popping out. He's getting back to the tower, but they will kill him off. They'll get the kill, but now the turnaround comes into play. Tim's turns, finds GH. Weir's trying to dive for more. One more hit on Tim's will do it. Has the salve, taking him back up. Kuro's looking to dive. Tim's underneath the tower. Will be closed upon. Weir gets the Meld Strike in, and finally Liquid are able to get some kills in their favor. So they're going to charge. Cuckoo. Got the Firefly, so will try and get himself over the charge, but with the Troll Summon, they've got the control. Cuckoo trying to escape, and they have the damage. It's Miracle.
Really acting as the ganker here, walking through the Sentry Ward here. Can he get the X? He will get it on Miracle, and the Bat Rider boots of travel on the creep wave.
There's the setup. Torrent will start to lay down some of the poison. With the Demonic Purge, Miracle can do very little to get himself out of this. Won't even bother wasting the one charge. Knows that he's dead.
But it is on their side of the map, so that's the one thing for Liquid is, you know, they killed him there, but can they transition into anything there as they have to bring 4 heroes? And look at Liquid. They are quickly running to the pit with that Deso finished up with the tag team.
Are TNC going to expect this? We have, the smoke up arm LAU. They're heading over.
They seem to know.
Illusion's going to be sent out first to start to scout any possible maneuvers, but they're still under the cover of the smoke. Oh, it's not a ridiculously fast Roche. It's a good time with the Deso.
They're starting to figure it out now.
Can they get in the pit? The shards have blocked them off from getting in. Armel, it's a big torrent. They're going to try and interrupt this. Liquid, they'll get it, and they get the kill. TNC will get the kill on Roche. Liquid are able to continue to secure the Aegis. Mind Control will die for this one. So TNC find a little bit of action, taking the kill away. And finally, after a bit of time, finishing off Mind Control, but the Aegis is still secured by Weir. Yeah. And the Disruption kiting him up as well. It's, Disruption and Disarm makes it a big nightmare for Miracle before he has the BKB. Top lane again, Mind Control. It's going to be the one to get gone upon. Got the Kraken, but there's the lasso, dragging him back. TNC will finish off the old watermelon.
So much damage coming in from the Kunkka with that Tidebringer, with all these items. The Shadow Blade plus that Sage, extra damage coming in. Quickly able to bring down Mind Control, who's he's farming slowly in this game, not able to really get that Blink Dagger, but he's matched up at least with Cuckoo.
See down here, the Moonlight Shadow being used for Gabby. It's just going to end, so GH eyes on Gabby. Arrow's going to whiff. Gabby's going to try and come in fact, onto Weeha. They'll get on top of him as well with Cuckoo and the Firefly. Tim's and Armel turning up as well as they'll surround Weeha. The Tidebringer here comes in. They take the Aegis out of Weeha. They're going to look for more. It's Liquid, a push to the side. Here's the second life of Weeha. Aegis, as he'll be able to blink away. Now looks to go back in, looking to get on top of Gabby. Gabby now on the retreat. They've lost Cuckoo on TNC. This is the all-important fight for Liquid. They're 4K down, they've got the BKBs. This is the time to swing that net worth advantage back in their favor. Miracle's going to look to start the fight with the wraparound. He's got eyes on Gabby. Jump forward from AU. AU's going to be the first to fall. Now they'll be able to focus down the Wraith King. Gabby getting his mana burnt by the defusal. Weir picks up the second. The exact kind of maneuver that Liquid was hoping to execute. A smoke into Roche.
It's going to be a big fight.
It is scanned out, so TNC know exactly what's up. Cuckoo's going to start heading over with the Firefly. Moonlight Shadow being offered over by Tim's. As Liquid will go for it. And he take it out very quickly. Kuku's going to try and look for the timing. He's in with the lasso. Armel's in with the BKB. The time bringing them over mind control. He's outside the pit with the Rampage. Armel already got the BKB up, but Tim's is punched up into the air. Gabby's trying to tap, but a quick melt in from Weehart takes him down the once. He's back with a second life. Blinks over to the side. Weehart still trying to keep his eyes on Gabby. The Ray Fire Blast slows down Weehart, but the rest of Liquid collapsing on the Wraith King. As Liquid will be able to hold this area around the pit. Armel tries for another poke, but he's already used the BKB. He's got to be careful. He's out of mana. 2 big hits from the TA. Bring Kuka down low. As TNC back up to the high ground. Tim's looking for the limit. He's trying for the steal. They are not going to get it though. Weehart will be able to secure that Aegis. Buyback for GH as he knows now with the Aegis in Weehart's hands. This is the fight for Liquid to take. Torrent out to Weehart and mind control. Miracle still on the sea escape, trying to desperately run away from those Shadow Demon illusions. GH and mind control, they're still on the front lines, punching up Armel. Miracle, he's thinking about going in, but he's incredibly low. He doesn't have the Aegis himself. It's on. Oh, it was on Weehart. There's the jump forward. AU taken out. Weehart once more. As TNC, they're getting pushed all the way back. Mind control's there with the wraparound. Bleak forward for GH. They've found Tim's as well.
They're too tanky. They have too much regen and ways of sustain. Coming in from the Chen, he pops the Hand of God, pops him back. Fight kind of turns on itself. TNC, their damage just is not there. And we see Gabby. He looks like a support at this point. He dies so quickly in the fights from all the physical damage. Liquid, they're just knocking on the racks already.
I'll send a boat down mid, won't make the connection. 40 seconds, no Tim's. Liquid more than happy to stand their ground and look to take this Rax away. Just 26 minutes there, they'll go for the lead in with the lasso. But snowball forward, Gabby throws out the zone. Armel puts the BKB, but he has to put the BKB in right. It's so much physical damage output coming out from Liquid. Miracle with the ult. He beats down Kuku. Gabby's out of mana. He's got to back off. The buyback comes in from Kuku. They'll look for the drag back with the X mark, looking towards Miracle, but he has to move at speed to get out. He's back in, has the Orchid, cuts down the SD, looks over to Kuku. That's a dieback on the Baron Rider as Liquid.
They're going to keep going.
Up the mid-racks.
They look like they want to keep going in, but they don't have tier 2s. They look like they want to
they know they can.
They're just going to go over tier 4s.
It's 2 heroes dead without buyback. This should be Liquid being able to close down the game. Tier 4s are falling. TNC, can they hold up the 3? They're going to jump in. Silence out immediately onto Gabby. Gabby, he's got to be careful. His Moonlight Shadow for mind control. The Ravage hits onto 3. Gabby's dead the once. They'll look for him a second time. Start out to Miracle, but Weehart's BKB is back and available as TNC are pushed back. Blinking aggressively from Weehart behind the Tiffle, behind the Ancient. Gabby's dead for 80. No buyback on him as well. Liquid will retreat. It will offer a little bit of mercy, a little bit of time. Weehart still being fought by Tim's and Armel. They'll look for the X-Mark, but Tim's, he's been slowed down, run down. He's got 1 leap, but Miracle's into the range from Weehart blinks in, and that's Tim's dead too. And with that, they could certainly have a good shot at closing this out. The fortification is there.
Armel is going to try his best with some cleaves, maybe setting them back a little bit, but they have the heal coming out from that mech.
Got the SD back in place. 7 seconds and Kuku's back in.
They're going to give him some respect. They're going to back off. They got the tier 4s. Trying to get any type of forms of farm on the map. Gabby pushing far forward. Kuku as well trying to cut waves. Liquid.
To the base they go there, AU. Getting smashed by the anchor. We are in with the quick finishing blow for TNC to deal with and hold back at the 32-minute point. Into the base they go, Liquid. Ancient's starting to get poked upon by Miracle.
Just put him in that front lines there. Yes, Satanic, yes, BKB, yes, Solar Crest. Throne's going down. Gabby jump in.
He's going to try for the jump. Snowball comes out. They'll turn quickly, looking to burst him down the first. And in fact, he's out of mana. He's dead without a chance.
Short.
They burn his mana. They burn his life. Ravage is out from mind control. They're all dying again on TNC as Liquid will push Armel back to the base. And GG is called. This game was over at least about 5 minutes ago. They tried for one last shot. It's the main stage. You've got to do it. But game 1, without a doubt, goes the way of Liquid. And you can't help but feel as well that this one was a game where a lot of it really was on the draft. Now, both Fabian Carr makes some really good points. Some good calls. Indeed, the last 2 picks being the Bristleback and the Anti-Mage for TNC and Liquid, respectively. See how some of the lane matchups are going so far. That mid lane, Armel getting the slight lead off the first few waves. Bottom lane, Kuro's going to go for the self-disruption, but TNC, they've got the 3 heroes. ready to finish him as he comes back out of his bubble. First blood for TNC off the back of this aggressive tri-lane.
To spam so much that you can pick up this bottle and it's just fine in this type of 1v1 matchup. You're able to out-sustain very nicely as VIrtus. They're committing forward here.
And they're going to look for the dive. They've got the hold from AU. Crips one burst and a right click. Is it enough? He's diving for this AU. He's going to find him. Can he get off the Fable? Reducing AU's right click. Doesn't matter. He gets the second one in and will still find the kill. Still continues to keep AU alive. VIrtus will come in though, and that will be a dead Oracle. It's going to randomly go and scout that position. Mid lane is going to be where Liquid look towards. They need to help VIrtus out. He's suffering heavily in this matchup. With the three of them in the neighborhood, they'll look for Armel. Armel's still alive, tries to turn with the Siphon, but they will have the burst damage to bring him down. Tim's not there. Yules being that instant setup could certainly be what allows the DP to get on top of him with the silence.
Yeah, or just the arrow connecting in, or yeah.
A lot of ways to time it. And TNC's very, very strong with the execution, as we've seen many times. So inside the jungle, Gabby starting to poke. Liquid's going to have a little bit of a look towards him. Moonlight Shadow will be used to try and get him out, but the sentry's down. They've got the vision. AU's going to head over, provide some of the backup that's going to allow him to turn. In fact, with Kuku as well, Mind Control's in trouble. They're straight on top of the Underlord. Armel kept just alive in time by that false promise as he falls so low. But AU there, able to save kind of both of his cores, giving the backup required for Gabby to go in, as well as allowing Armel to pop off on the high ground. Excellent Oracle play. Let's see what they can do. This is excellent timing, really, across the board from TNC. I don't think they could have hoped for a better start to this.
Yeah, they're
doing everything they needed to. They're making all the moves that are required. It's sort of on Liquid now to slow this all down. They find the catch inside of the jungle. Liquid looking towards Tims. They missed the combo though, and Tims is able to jump away a couple of times. Moonlight Shadow's out. He's going to try and do his best to keep him safe as he's out of vision, he's out of sight. Tims is out of the way. AU will get left behind for his attempt there to save Tims, but Tims will be eternally grateful. Great play there, but he purging off the dust, making sure he could get out with that invis.
BKB is finished for Armel. They do want to start really pressing that advantage, try to get these tier 2s, because Liquid, they're getting away with a lot here in this game.
This should be, with the numbers that they have, a very quick kill onto Mind Control. They'll even blow the Rampage for this one. Mind Control found. Arrows out to Kuro in the jungle as they'll get both of the pickoffs. Instant TP's up top and the jump forward. Tims, he's got the setup for another. Yules up onto VIrtus, turn with the Yules onto the Tide, but AU's ready to chase, so's Tims. They'll try and purge up Tims to try and get that root. He won't be able to quite get on top of VIrtus. Arrow's actually going to miss VIrtus with the cheeky sidestep, but TNC, they've got the numbers. Four of them are up. Another Yules throws him up. VIrtus is surrounded, and they will deal with the push. That threat, that pressure we talked about. So no longer can they rely on those objectives to keep themselves sort of an item ahead across the cores. The map's going to be open. AM's going to get that farm. Bottom lane, setup's there. They'll catch out Tims. He'll sneak off in the shadows, and Liquid won't find the kill.
Gabby, look at him. He's really trying to get aggressive. They want to catch something here. He has a DD. They get the silence. This is so much physical damage that's coming in.
You know, Underlord just gets absolutely shredded. All in on getting the Blink Yules setup.
Catch, yeah. He needs to try to be the one to catch. That is what it seems. They have a creep wave in the mid lane. This is what we were saying. This might just be the GG push that they're trying to do here. Exorcism pop. They got the Aghanims, the Cheese, the Aegis. They have to get something taken down here for them.
Let's see what they can get. One of the pluses, we did see Tims was able to cancel the TP of VIrtus, so VIrtus can't get back.
VIrtus cannot get back. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. 20 seconds on the bots.
They're full split pushing.
And they're fighting through the backdoor protection. They're nearly actually getting that tier 3 tower. They won't quite. The rest of Liquid will be able to push them back.
They're getting two towers here.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Oh my god.
This is the problem, TNC. They weren't able to really get this push together early on, and now it's very vulnerable to these sort of rat plays occurring. VIrtus is out with the BKB TP.
They have Aegis and Cheese. They have to make something big happen. They're going to smoke. They're going to try to keep forcing this issue. Right now, they're going to be parking Gabby actually bottom, so they can have two lanes at least pushing in, so they don't have to worry about some split push where they lose their mid lane, creep wave. They'll at least have a bottom wave too. But immediately, Liquid, they're not going to allow that. They're going to start trying to fight.
Straight in on mid onto Tims. The Tims is gone. We'll look towards Armel. Soulcatcher brings him low. Put the BKB. The Miracle's on top of them. He'll put the Cheese. He's back up to full. He's trying to keep himself alive with the Spirit Siphons. Miracle's just staying on top of the target. Is there any save for Armel? He's going to try and turn with the silent self-fuel, so he'll get himself up in the air. Healing up the stun's out from VIrtus. BKB's out. False Promise will keep Armel alive for a little bit, but the Mana Void's going to do serious amounts of damage. Miracle staying on them. Ravage comes out for Cuckoo. TNC looking for the turnaround, but they've lost Armel. They'll get VIrtus. Can they get Miracle? He's too tanky and will be easily able to blink back out of the fight. Gabby, he's out of mana, but he's still punching pushing into Kuro. Mind control, he said, boys, it's time to go home. Kuro's not coming home tonight, though. Will be mind control on his own, rifting away. Miracle straight back into the mid, keeping that pressure on. So the fact that Liquid have lost two, in fact, GH, he's nearly turning and bringing down TNC Gabby with him, will finally fall. So they get the 3 kills, TNC. Liquid, they've got the full team here ready to fight. This time they're not messing around, they're ready to start some action off. Gabby will start to look for the lead in, gets himself on top of Kuro. Kuro should be the first to fall. GH with the stolen Ravage. As Miracle locks down onto Armel, they will lose Kuroki, but Miracle's going to start to pick apart the backline as jumps forward up to the high ground for the chase. Mind control, and we are burning down Cuckoo. Gabby trying to commit for a kill with his BKBs onto mind control. Oh, the stolen false promise. GH making sure that mind control can get himself out alive. Miracle and Weehard turn to get themselves on top of Gabby, beginning to burn down the mana. Miracle's over to look towards Tims. The self-heals by sometimes for Tims. He's back down. Armel has got the ghost, but there's already Tims dead. AU as well. It's a buyback from Cuckoo. Can they get any kills out of this? They have found Weehard. Weehard will fall.
And back to the Roche pit, we see Miracle go inside. They know there's no ghosts to fight for TNC. Their damage is not there at all if they try to take it to Liquid right now. Gabby will start poking himself toward the front line, but Gabby's also kind of low on mana. Only 300 on him.
Well, that's the thing. It loses a sent over and the mana's gone.
He's completely out of mana. Miracle's just in. Onto Cuckoo, also burns all of his mana. So 2 heroes on TNC have no spells.
They're just, they can't offer anything to the fight. Mana is burned. They're held outside. Demonic Purge being as well used to keep him outside of the pit. Stolen arrow will flow through, won't make the connection. Miracle's able to pick up the Aegis. Believe Weehard's able to grab the cheese. They'll get Roshan Liquid, and now they'll look to try and find some of these kills.
Armel can't run. The Eye of Scotty is too much onto him. The arrow connects onto Miracle. They're trying to disengage on TNC, but they can't run.
Miracle is just running into the 5 of them. An arrow does come out. Gabby pops his BKB again. The mana gone. Gabby has nothing to fight with. They'll continue the chase. Miracle's in onto AU. A false promise having to be used upon himself to get him out of there. They're very tanky, TNC. They don't die easily, but they are also unable to do anything easily at all. These heroes now pretty rendered useless as Miracle's in. He sees a chance to blow up AU with a mana void, and her arrow does come out again. Stolen arrow onto Tims with that extra arcane supremacy debuff increased. He has no chance at all. Gabby's in, and as soon as he's in, the mana is out. Miracle just diving past tier 3 onto the support, running down AU, jump forward again. It's a triple kill for Miracle. He's just slowly dismantling TNC and slowly doing his best to take them out of the tournament. There KB popped. He's not going anywhere.
Still no fear. There we go. Now he's gonna give him some respect. Back up.
He'll get himself a little bit of heal, well, a lot of bit of heal from those ghosts returning in. False promise being used by AU to try and get him out back to safety. He's just running straight into the midst of them all with a BKB popped up towards the base.
It's on AU.
Forcing the 5 of them back towards their tier 4. They'll turn, they'll look for Weehard.
GH has the Rampage.
Weehard does fall. They're able to kill the Lesh. Anti-Mage at the high ground on top of Armel. Can't he quite finish into both this BKB's finished. GH with the refresher sharp force. He's up to the high ground and has that Ravage ready to play with. Armel is dead without buyback. AU's dead as well. GH is in. Stolen Ravage out onto the 3 of them. They'll lift up the bristleback, slam him back down. Gabby's out of the game. Miracle's moving in. There'll be a buyback from Gabby. Miracle held back by the Eels, but Weehard just runs down Tims. Tims dead for nearly 2 minutes. Liquid cleaning up another set of racks. There is no hold and seemingly no chance for TNC to turn this one round right now. Gabby, the final hurrah as he'll step forward. Mana's burnt out. Miracle finishes him off. Godlike on the anti-mage.
GG.
And there we have it. They'll tap themselves out of this. GG is called. TNC are out of the competition. And Liquid, with this Game 2 victory, will move on 2-0.
What a series from making it look like, the group stages we saw from them, they had some tough times, but these 2 games.
Anti-Mage returns. You have to watch out for these games on the main stage. If someone like Kuro sees a dream situation to pick that 10th pick AM, you know that you're in for a very tough game. And TNC, obviously not to be sort of too downhearted from this positioning, they've shown us some fantastic Dota in the